Welcome to the 2300 Pick Six podcast. I'm your host, Dave Walker. We're about to give week 11 picks for tonight. For tonight's game, we have the New York Jets and New England Patriots. Patriots have been playing outstanding football. They got the win in an upset fashion over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, beating a second winning team. So right now they're playing a very, very bad team in the New York Jets. This is the win that they should get. I can see a good game out of Trayvon Henderson, Hunter Henry, Stephon Diggs. And I can see that defense getting to Justin Fields. So I'm going to take the Patriots in this one. The Patriots is 12.5 favorites. I'll take the Patriots with the 12.5 points. Over or under 43. I'll take an over. I think they can put up these kind of points against a bad team. Next one we have is that's tonight's game. I need all the other games. Okay, next we have is our Sunday game in Madrid, Spain. We have the Washington Commanders against the Miami Dolphins. Dolphins pulled off the upset in that game. I didn't expect them to do that against the Bills. They'll get another win here because you're playing a bad team. Washington has nothing here. Literally no Jaden Daniels. You're going to be dealing with Marcus Mariota again. Yeah, they do have a defense, but it's not going to be enough here. So I'm going to give the Dolphins the win here with Devin Achane and Jalen Waddle having good games here. And I can see Tua having a good game, barring if he doesn't get hurt in this one. So I will take the Dolphins in this one with the 2.5. The Dolphins winning straight up. They have the Dolphins as 2.5 favorites. I'll take the Dolphins with the 2.5 points. Over under 47. I'm going to take an under. No, I'll take over. I'll take an over. They could put up those kind of. No, wait, under. I'm sorry. I'm going to take an under because the international games have not been putting up a lot of points. So I'm going to take an under in this one. Next one we have is the Green Bay Packers and the New York Giants. Packers have lost 2 straight in an upset alert right now. The Giants have just fired their coach now with Mike Kafka as the interim. They're now starting Jameis Winston. Oh, boy. We've already seen one upset game. I'm going to say the Packers get the win here with Jordan Love going to Josh Jacobs, Musgrave, and I don't even know if Romeo Doubs is playing in this one. I'm going to check if Doubs is. I don't know. I might decide to change my mind on this later on in the day, or maybe with Joe Law or if anybody else. Oh, so he did. He did practice. All right. I'm going to take the Packers in this one. I'm not going to change this one. So I'm going to keep it as the Green Bay Packers in this one. They have the Packers as 7-point favorites. I'll take the Packers with the 7 points. Over under 42. I'm going to say an over in this one for now. I say they do put up points. Next one we have is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Buffalo Bills. Bills are trying to get back off the loss. Tampa Bay also suffered a loss, but this one is in Buffalo. I say Josh Allen and the Bills rebounds from that ugly game they had against the Dolphins, going to Coleman, Cook, Shakir, and I can see the defense getting to Baker Mayfield. They have the Bucs as 5.5 favorites. I'll take the Bucs with the 5.5 points. Over under 47. I'm going to take an over in this one because both of these teams can put up points. Next we have is the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. I wouldn't say 1-800-GAMBLER on this one, but I don't think this might be that good of a game here. So there is no C.J. Stroud. It's going to be Davis Mills again. I'm going to take the Texans here with Davis Mills going to Nico Collins and Woody Marks. And I can see that defense getting to Cam Ward. They have the Texans as 6-point favorites. I'll take the Texans with the 6 points. Over under 37. I'm going to go under in this one because I really don't think it's going to be that good of a game. I'm going to take an under. Next one we have is the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers did not look good against the Chargers, and I said that one game does not predicate your defense, it being that good. Bengals are coming off of a bye. They have lost 2 straight, 2 ugly ones with the Jets into the Bears. I'm going to go with the Bengals in an upset here. They make this a fuck you game towards the Pittsburgh Steelers with Flacco going to Higgins and going to Jamar Chase and Yoshevach, and I can see Trayvon Henderson getting to Aaron Rodgers. They have the Bengals as 5.5 underdogs. I'll take the underdog points for the Bengals. Over under 49. I'm going to take an over because the last time they put up points, and I can see this one being put up as points. Next one we have is the Chargers and the Jaguars. Jags did not look good against Houston. I thought that was a game they should have won. Then they let them come back. The Chargers looked very, very good against the Steelers, even though it took the second half for them to get it in gear and get it in check. I'm going to take the Chargers in this one. I could see Herbert having a good game going with his arms and his legs, going to McConkey by Dow, Quentin Johnson, and Keenan Allen. So I'm going to take the Chargers in this one. They have the Chargers as 3-point favorites. I'll take the Chargers with the 3 points. Over under 43. I'll take an over in this one. Next one we have is the Bears and the Vikings. I know the Vikings got the win week 1. They didn't look good. They tried their best against the Ravens, given the good old college try. The Bears got caught in almost in a fuck you game with the Giants. They did make it a comeback. This one's in Minnesota. I'm going to go on an upset here. I'm going to go to Bears with a sweep here. They get the sweep with Caleb Williams going to DeAndre. Well, actually, not a sweep. They split. They split this one. So I'm going to go with the Bears with DeAndre Swift, Monangai, Romeo Odunze, DJ Moore, and I can see that defense getting to J.J. McCarthy with C.J. Gardner-Johnson. So I'm going to take the Bears here. They have the Bears at 3-point underdogs. I'll take the Bears with the 3 points. Over under 48. I'll take an over because I think both of these teams are going to put up points, and it's going to be very close. Next one we have is the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Carolina's looking bipolar as fuck as I thought they were in a game they should have beat the Saints, which they didn't, and Rico Dowling got 1 touchdown. The Falcons almost came close to putting a 2-game losing streak for the Colts, and there was a little bit of some potential there. This game's in Atlanta. I will go with the Falcons here, so I will say that Penix has a good game going to Tyler Algier and Bijan Robinson, and the Drake London and Kyle Pitts and Moody. So I'll take the Atlanta Falcons in this one. They had the Falcons as 3.5 favorites. I'm going to take the Panthers with the underdog point because I have a feeling that the Atlanta Falcons would fuck this up somehow. So I'm going to take the Panthers with the 3.5 points. Over or under 42 points. I will take an over in this one. I can see them both trying to put up points. Next one we have is the Seattle Seahawks and the LA Rams. Ooh, this is going to be a good game between these two. It's a key divisional matchup. Seattle's been playing good football. The Rams have been playing both good football. I'm going to go with the Rams here at home. If this was in Seattle, I would have took Seattle in this one, but I'll take the Rams at home. I could see Stafford having a good game going to Kyron Williams, Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, and Tutu Atwell. I can see the defense getting to Sam Darnold. They have the Rams as 3-point favorites. I'll take the Rams with the 3 points. Over or under 48. I'm going to take an over in this one because I think this will be very, very close. Next, we have the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. So I don't know if it's either going to be Purdy or if it's going to be Mac Jones. I know that Purdy was limited in practice, so was Pearsall. So I'm going to still take the 49ers in this one with Christian McCaffrey having a good game, Juwan Jennings, and George Kittle. And I can see the defense getting to either Jacoby Brissett or Kyler Murray. So I'm going to take the 49ers here. They have the 49ers as 3-point favorites. I'll take the Niners with the 3 points. Over under 48. I'll take an over. I think the 49ers will put those points up on their own. Next we have is the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Baltimore looked good in that game, and I think this is the start of them running that table. They're going to win this game, going a 3-game win streak with Lamar going to Derrick Henry, going to Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews, and Isaiah Likely. And I can see that defense getting to Dylan Gabriel. They have the Ravens as 7.5 favorites. I'll take the Ravens with the 7.5 points. Over under 38. I'm going to take an over. I think the Ravens will put that up on their own. Next we have is the Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Even though the Broncos have been on a win streak, but right now how they've been playing, they've been starting off slow. They have not been getting off the fast starts. And right now the man who you're dealing with is Patrick Mahomes right now, which right now he is a cornered fox and he is more dangerous than a jackal right now. So I am going to take the Kansas City Chiefs in this one with Mahomes going to Isaiah Pacheco and Kareem Hunt, Travis Kelce, Xavier Worthy, Rashid Rice, and Hollywood Brown. They have the Chiefs as 3.5 favorites. I'll take the Chiefs with the 3.5 points. Over under 44. I'm going to say over because Kansas City can put up points. Next we have is a Sunday night game between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. Very good matchup between these two. I think this could be a preview of the NFC Championship, barring location if it's in Detroit or Philadelphia. I'm going to go with Philly due to the fact that Jared Goff does not play very, very good against the Philadelphia Eagles. He will try to make it close, but I don't see him getting a win here. So I'm going to go with the Eagles in this one, with Hurts going to Saquon Barkley, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and Dallas Goedert. And I can see the defense getting to Jared Goff. They have the Eagles as 2.5 favorites. I'll take the Eagles with the 2.5 points. Over under 46. I'm going to take an over with this one because I think both of these teams can put up points, and this game could be determined by a last-minute field goal or in an overtime. And I'm not going to put the Eagles in the same category as the Broncos because the Eagles have not been struggling, and they don't start off slow. They start off fast. I think this was just one bad game that they just had to get out of their kinks. And our final game is the Monday night game, but we have the Dallas Cowboys and the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm going to give this threat again, Dallas. Any shape or form I feel you're stinking up this joint, and I feel it's getting bad, Raw comes on in a heartbeat like I did the last time against the Cardinals. So I'm giving you this warning right now. I'm giving you the win here. Dak, you better have a good game. Williams, you better have a good game, and you better use George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, and Jake Ferguson the right way. And that defense that we got all these moves for has a good game against Geno Smith because we're playing a very bad team in Las Vegas. So I'm going to take the Cowboys here. They have the Cowboys as 3.5 favorites. I'll take the Cowboys with the 3.5 points. Over under 50. On the road, Dallas has not put up that many points. So I'm going to take an under here. I don't think it's going to hit 50, so I'm going to take an under. All righty, before we end and I call it a night, it's just been enough time for talk. It's time for kickoff. I'm Dave Walker, and we'll see you on the field. Good night, everybody. Then I'll talk to Joe. The game start yet?